So we build unfair advantages, and that's kind of where we try and stand out. Most people, when they have systems in place, they don't really think about how it will affect the long-term competitive moat for the business. Most people are using the similar, or at least the same tech stack, right? They're all using instantly in the same way. They're using the same CRM, ETS, WMS, FMS, whatever they're using. Most of it is on the same kind of tech stack. We want to try and help you stand out by connecting the different tools that are siloed into one coherent kind of workflow. We work with companies all over the world. This isn't updated, I didn't have time to, but this is broadly kind of who we work with. Europe-based, I'll be moving to America within the next couple of years, so that might change. One kind of core truth that I think is that a lot of people who are building these tools are under-relying on proper ingenuity. Most of them are just taking OpenAI's ChatGPT and putting a UI. So wrappers belong in the trash. And that's kind of my mentality. We build custom workflows and been doing it for a bit. The reason I started getting into NADN is I was in Las Vegas for Manifest Logistics, and I was pitching these LinkedIn automation systems. So prior to doing NADN automations, I was doing LinkedIn outreach. And I did this for recruiters and supply chain logistics companies, and it was pretty successful. But one of the guys that was there, and I was sitting here pitching kind of the solution. I had my laptop out, I had this random 50-year-old guy trying to get him to understand a simple workflow. And I was like, have you heard of the tool NADN? And I like to pride myself on being up to date with the tech stacks, and I hadn't. So I got home from about 5 a.m. to about 5 a.m. The rest of the nights, the 4 nights after that, I spent purely on NADN, sitting learning the tools. This is back in February, 8 months ago now. This workflow here, about half a year ago, went like semi-viral compared to what I usually did. So I posted this on LinkedIn, and it made it clear to me that there's a high use case for automations that is simple to understand for the user. We use a method invented by yours truly, TOO, trigger operation output, when we're building and explaining these workflows. We have a trigger to the workflow, then we have some sort of operation that is provided, and then we have an output. All of our future workflows and current ones follow this. Like you can see, trigger, operation, output. Trigger, operation, output. The methodology behind these are repeatable and scalable. Just to make it a bit more real, this is an actual case study. So I flew out to Berlin here 3 months ago, whatever, and we had built this AI coding agent that is live on their website right now. It's a chatbot. I don't want to go into the details, but like 200 nodes working together, 7 different AI workflows, all communicating together. Flew out, and this is founder of Air Cargo Network. It's a combination of 7 of the biggest air cargo logistics companies operating in Europe and China. They have a quite nice presentation they've done here. They had a banner as well, if you can see here, with Harvey as the AI assistant we built for them. Yeah, it's something that I'm very passionate about. Right now I'm focused on supply chain logistics, but I'm going to take on projects of all kinds. The plan for Anthem is similar to what Dan is doing, and it is quite simple. We want to systematize the solution that we're bringing in. So taking these workflows, we have our unfair advantage offer, and we have the packages. What I've been doing so far has been getting people in on the unfair advantage, where it's an hourly rate. We build out their custom solutions, and once we have a system like this one, we can just package it and sell to other people. It's very, very repeatable. So we've basically been paid to build out our we've been paid to build out our tech stack of different workflows that we can just implement almost instantly. Once we've systematized it, we want to scale, and sell the company off. I'm looking for investors to try and help me achieve this piece here. I'm obviously more on the tech side. I'm not really a salesman, so I am hiring a co-founder pretty soon. I have a couple guys in the works, but I'm also looking for other candidates for a co-founder, sales kind of perspective, who can help me stay back on this side of things and help me focus on this. I'm not really selling anything here. I'm more looking for potential investors and a co-founder. So a bit about me, just for context. A couple stats here. I was the chess champion of all UNOR schools, which is the top technical schools in Denmark, of that region that I live in. I was elected for the Danish Academy for Talented Youth. I'm youngest of 4 students selected for the United Nations Baltic Sea project. And we're about like 5, a bit about that, on Anthem right now, figures a month. And we're trying to get it to about 6 figures a month, something like 250K a month, similar to what Dan is doing, within the next 18 months. I'm a board advisor at Chatterworks, a AI startup for recruiting companies, and I was recently featured in the Journal of Commerce. S&P Global is the company that runs the S&P 500. It's the same company. They have a couple of journals, S&P, and I was in the Journal of Commerce. I was along with the CEO of Project 44, which is like, it was me and like 5 CEOs that was like net worth total probably around $100 billion, and me. I don't know why, but and it was about AI and logistics. If you want the best, pay for the best. Tobias is the best in the industry. This is Dominic Mayani, one of my best mentors and clients. And if this random guy isn't enough proof, we can have Daniel Spence himself. Just for proper proof. So do you think an unfair advantage would benefit you? If you think so, here's my, I think LinkedIn or something, my card.